at the line there. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the run, it's Hawkins. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll give it to him again. Find some fresh air. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Running back searching for a hole.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, curls, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score a touchdown.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Lewis wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense. Take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive, punting before fourth down. I don't think I've seen that since the game in the early 70s between Auburn and Tennessee when the Vols were so confident in their defense in the bad weather, they were just punting it back on first down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. There's the pressure. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Wood. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Sprinting away. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll run the toss. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Lewis to throw. Floating away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense is choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They go to the ground. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd down play from the gun. He uncorks one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
They And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the 1st half.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Wood. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap, it's Wood. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it down the left side. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it.
Got it in stride inside the 20. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the direct snap, it's Wood. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The tight end. Wants to fire on second down. The screen, he can go. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab down the right side. Hits the crease. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Tide.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Lewis to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one, but later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
And back to the air on second down. Got a man, it's Davis. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone and understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The kind crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. To give to the left side. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This just looks like too much backyard football from this quarterback right now. We've already seen a pick in this game. Bad fundamentals on that last throw, throwing it off his back leg. He needs to trust his coaching. He just needs to settle himself down.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds the tight end. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And it's no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Unloads quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, it's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Oh, he's got a chance! And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To pass. Throwing right. makes the catch. It's Davis. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Go up top on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
To the air on second down. Using his feet to buy time. In as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime. The catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. We saw that right there.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point splits the upright. They marched 72 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll bring it back out to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds there. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
The number one job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure, the hit on the quarterback, forces the INT, and then Oski. As soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up 14 over Oklahoma. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
That's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
It's fourth down and 14, but they're going to go for it. To adjust the pattern. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Lewis wants to pass. Time to take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Holds it in on the left. Off to the races. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. Oh, they blocked the extra point. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll return it. they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand. And the
ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the move, it's Hawkins. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half tornado.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Man, you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. offense changing the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Gives it on the option. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going to try to get it himself. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Rides the back on the option, the give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. The quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the running back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll run it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Lewis to throw. Here's a Heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and And sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
They have given it up on all three of their previous fourth down tries. Can they keep the drive alive here? Spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. For it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. They've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. Defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Not just so you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. It doesn't get better than that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fakes the grab on the left. He's going for the goal line. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I'll tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Colorado. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Now on 2nd down. stop it. There is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive at that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
No choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ready to send the offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looking to throw, it's Powell. Pulls it in, it's Davis. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Looking to buy time. Creates a little room. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's looking to pass. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes that Alabama offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The option look.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. The give on the inside. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Finds him out of backfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. On the move. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. They'll go to the ground. Got room to work.